Good morning, good awakening, however you would want to say it. I am not going to say that queen stuff or king stuff, okay? That's not what I do. Welcome to She Gets a Pod. My name is Shan. This season I'm talking about visualizing things, and everything is going to take to visualize it. All right. Today's episode, we're talking about the 3Ds, okay? Detail, dissect, and discuss your why. Episode 6, get ready, wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, all that good stuff. Get dressed while I talk to ya. We all want things, and some of us are comfortable talking about it. Others want to live it, breathe it, be it, see it, enjoy the payoff from our ideas in our lifetime. Not in our kids' lifetime, in our lifetime now. It took me years to put in the work for the ideas I thought of. Okay? It took me years. So do you think I'm about to live my life for somebody else's ideas only? No, I gotta make time in each day for me. So that might require me going to sleep a little bit later. That might require me waking up a bit earlier. That might require me moving a bit smarter than the average person. And that's okay. That might require me being out a lot less. And I don't feel like I'm missing anything outside. Because I'm working on what's inside. Okay? Let's talk. I remember being in middle school in 7th grade home ec, and the assignment was to make an outline of where we were at the moment academically and where we wanted to go as far as career. And I planned it out with that poster board. I planned it out in my mind. I planned it out in the belief I had in myself with my talents. I planned it out with counselors. I researched schools. I was the who's who among American high school students a few times. I got a scholarship for school. I still had to rearrange my plans. And we can't sit in life and act like we don't have to rearrange our plans sometimes. It doesn't mean we have to forget our goals and our plans. We have to rearrange them. We have to adapt. And I got to a point where I saw that people didn't respect talent and ethics. They talked to money, okay? And they made room and moves for money. And if money was talking, they were shifting. And whatever you want, you gotta dissect that shit. You gotta be able to step back from the phoniness and rearrange some things and come back to it in your way. Not fake it because everybody else is faking it. Not cheat because everybody else is cheating. But find a way to be authentically true to what you want to do. And so you gotta have to do 3 things. You're gonna have to detail, dissect, and discuss what your why is. You're gonna have to live that why, be that why, and show up in that why all the time, so people can't say that you never been consistent or you changed or I don't know where this came from. Well, you know where it came from. They always been about that. I got a best friend, Milani Malik. Since I met her in middle school, she been straight about track and basketball. And if it wasn't basketball, it was track. And I've never seen her slack. I've never seen her not show up. When it came to academics, she was always on point with that. She was still herself, funny, goofy, friendly, popular. her whole family vegan. Like, still to this day, she's still about her health, her fitness. Some people, they dissect their why. They live their why. They are their why. And they know their purpose. So when it comes to detailing what your why is, you got to know exactly what you're doing, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and what your challenges will be before they surprise you. When it comes to dissecting what your why is, you're going to have to be willing to examine all that's needed about what your goal is, and are you good at the things it's going to take for you to make your goal be a reality. Why are you happy about getting to this goal? What is your purpose with this goal? Would you do it whether or not you were getting paid to do it? Does it bring you joy? Do you feel good while you're doing it? Do you get frustrated if people don't acknowledge what you're doing? That's how you know if somebody's doing something out of the kindness of their heart, if it's real, if it's authentic, is because they don't care who's looking. They don't care who's proud about them while they're doing it. They're going to do it regardless. It's called having integrity. Last part, but it's the biggest part. You got to be able to discuss your why with yourself and with anybody else that's asking. You got to know your why and discuss it like the back of your hand. Let me tell you what my name is, like that. Let me tell you who my mom is and who my dad is, like that. It has to be vivid in your mind of what your why is. Discuss your why. What makes you feel alive or eager to work hard? What is it that you do naturally that will make your vision easier? Do you adapt to change naturally? Do you like solving things that others don't? Is what you're doing profitable for your lifestyle that you say you want? Pursuing passion versus working for others and just wishing good would happen, or a lottery would happen, or I wish I found, $1 million on the floor. That's the difference. A lot of people are going to do what it takes, and a lot of people are going to say what it takes to do it. You got to know who you are. You got to be honest about it, and you got to be willing to tell your why to everybody, and not just say your why, but be your why. Like, yeah, I've always saw them do that, or they were always into this thing over here. I never truly understood it, but now they've been given the opportunity to bring light to their ideas. And some people that's acting, some people that's music, some people that's illustration or, design. Some people it's writing. But now we live in a time where even if you're not given the opportunities, you probably have the platform. You probably are able to get your audience a lot faster than booking a show or finding somebody in the music industry or getting a audition. You can audition or act out a scene on your TikTok, and you could get 1 million views instantly. You can make a whole skit on IG and then end up with your own comedy show special. There are platforms eliminating the middlemen in life when it comes to creative people. But you gotta be the person to be like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show the world my vision. I'm gonna show the world what I can do. I'm not going to be afraid of the negative comments, and I'm going to welcome the positive comments. And I'm going to be ready when somebody gives me an offer, because I'm not accepting anything less than this. I'm not allowing somebody to use my name and change my why. Because a lot of people come in strong with a why, and when the money is shown and the things and you're in spaces with, famous people, you start your why starts to fade. Don't let anybody disturb your vision. Don't let anybody tell you what you believe is possible in yourself is not possible. Everything at one time was impossible. The fact that I have light in this dark room was once impossible. Now we got light everywhere. We got light and we don't even need to plug in stuff. Okay? Make it possible if you can see it in your vision. Because it is possible. You wouldn't have the vision of it if it wasn't possible. Use that thought and that idea as a guide, as something to grab at, as motivation. If you got to draw it out, draw it out. If you got to print it out, print it out. If you got to put it at the top of your ceiling every day and see it, do that. If you got to put sticky notes all over your house and your mirror like you Mary Jane, do that. I am the sticky note queen. I gave y'all a bunch of sticky notes last season. Just random thoughts, because I do have random thoughts. And a lot of times, if you follow me on Twitter, you're going to see those random thoughts that I get. Are some of them bugged out? Yes. Are they real? Yes. Do I care that people find it weird sometimes? No. I'm not going to cheat myself by not being true to myself. I'm not going to cheat anybody that I say I care about by not being true to myself. I'm not going to say I do if I don't. I'm not going to say I will if I won't. Detail, dissect, and discuss what your why is. That's going to keep you out of a lot of phony spaces, out of a lot of sticky situations, out of a lot of frustration and fogginess, okay? Redirect your focus by knowing what your why is and being willing and ready to discuss it to anybody who asks. So nobody's ever confused about why you're here and why you're not here and why you didn't show up and what you represent. You know what I represent. You know what I'm not tolerating. Let them know. And this does come with people being willing to lose in order to gain the right people, in order to gain the right opportunities. Just because this opportunity over here looked good and you know how much money they was going to offer you to do X, Y, and Z. If it disturbed your vision, it's not worth it. If it altered your focus that's positive, it's not worth it. A lot of us have a price in places and instances where we shouldn't have a price, because the price that we give people to disrespect ourselves disrespects a whole group in a community to the rest of the world. And when you stop being selfish and start to see it that way, you'll stop saying yes to things that you know you should say no to. Because you're not the only one that's paid. Other people that look like you and your complexion pay. When we want to go on vacation, assumptions are thrown. We're treated a certain way because of how we're seen in certain spaces, on TV or on video or on social media. Act like you got some sense. Anyway, we gonna end this on a good note. Don't forget your 3Ds. My name is Shan. This is She Gets a Pod. I hope you enjoy your day. Go about it in a good way. Be kind. Be observant. Appreciate yourself. Encourage yourself. And push through. Peace.